Hello everybody and welcome back to ThunderROARus Season 3. My name is Preston Vieira and I'll be your host as we return to St. Louis, Missouri at the Dome at America's Center, this time for freestyle. Our All-Stars dominated a lot of the potential racing points tonight, but it truly is a free-for-all in the freestyle competition, leaving the door open to anyone to come out on top tonight. Let's jump into tonight's action fueled by Dubby energy, but first, just like any other channel, ThunderROARus thrives on engagement, so do us both a huge favor. If you enjoyed tonight's episode and want more, leave a like, drop a comment if you have requests. Don't forget to subscribe and consider sharing with your friends to get more people in on the action. Now, let's check out our freestyle lineup and see who's coming out tonight. First out on the track, it's going to be Landry in Megabyte, followed by Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus. Then it's Trevor Goldberg in Max D and Tevin Maxwell in Team Meents. Both of the Max D, or the Team Meents trucks, I guess, going back to back there. George 20D10 in Chillin Villain. Torres in Sheriff, followed by Pro Bowler 278 in Jailbird. Then we got Brady in No Problem, closing out the first half. Josh Tonkin in Son of a Digger kicking off the second. Shane Lake in Gravedigger. Medusa in Medusa, and Giovana Hayes in Megalodon Fire. Then we got Armando Castro in El Toro Loco, Dawson Ryz in Shake Me, Devin Barber in Avenger, and closing out the freestyle competition, it's our racing champion here tonight and points leader across both tours, Alfredo Moya in Dragon. Here comes your first driver of the night, Landry in Megabyte. He came out first in the racing competition, going up against Josh Tonkin in Son of a Digger, and of course in freestyle he's going to come out first as well. I don't know what that tells you about points. I think he's below, I think he's the last in points right now. Getting us started with a nice sky wheelie on the backside of the racing lane. He's going to need to go hard here tonight. Coming out first in freestyle, he's going to need a lot of points to back him up, so he's going to need to go hard enough to stay on top of the leaderboard all night. Coming around, looks like he's going for the double already. He's going to combo it up, though. He's not going to go for it just yet. Taking some brave approaches to a couple of these jumps so far with this Werewolf Node Beam truck. You really got to be careful for just how fragile they can be at times, man. First 30 seconds are complete, so he will be getting a score for this freestyle run, but I want to see him turn it up so that we can get some points on the board for him. Look at this, standing it straight up and down here on the bus stack, holding it there for a second and keeping it going. What a move from Landry. A minute on the clock. We are just about halfway through this run. What else can Landry bring out onto the track? He's the first one out here, so a lot of these drivers are going to be looking at him for what's possible. We don't have any more Werewolf Node Beam trucks here tonight, so it's just him in that regard, but every driver is going to be taking on this track, looking for a way to one-up the one before and the one to come after. Nice hit over the van stack, a little bit of a slap wheelie there. Is going to combo it right into the pyramid, but gets a nice clean landing, relatively easy out here in St. Louis. Got to turn it up now. The final 30 seconds are here, and we still don't have the wow moment for this run yet. It was a great move, standing it up on the bus. Going to go for it, but comes up short in the double, clipping the bus on the way down. Look at that big sky wheelie up and over the pyramid as well. 10 seconds left, man. I don't know if this is I don't think this is a leaderboard topping run for the entire night so far. Big lead, gonna get clipped by the bus. Gets a save, has no power in the rear end. That's gonna be a 7.25 for that run. Maybe potentially a little bit high, but that save at the end definitely got him some points. He's going nuts now. No points are on the line for this. This is just for the fans here in St. Louis and watching at home. And he's going to park it up there on the car. Megabyte. Just a little bit of body damage, but nothing too crazy. Well, I guess no rear drive shaft either. But yeah, Megabyte closing it out. 7.25 to kick off the night. ThunderROARus, Colt Stevens hitting the track with Tony Oaks. Red ThunderROARus. That thing looks awesome though, so we had to bring that around for ThunderROARus. 2 minutes on the clock. Going for the van stack to get us started. Nice bit of air. Let's see what he can do out here on the track. We got 2 minutes of freestyle action and a lot to hit on this track. These classic tracks, which is what the Golden Days Tour is all about, really. Classic tracks, car crushing action. So we're thinking for requests as far as tracks go for this tour, we're thinking early 2000s tracks up until like 2011 at the latest is the idea. 30 seconds down, Colt Stevens will be getting a score for this run. What kind of a score? I don't know. We're going to have to see how this run goes and if he can fill the clock. We're going to need some wow moments, man. First two trucks, excuse me, haven't had much in the way of wow moments during the freestyle run. We still got a minute to go for ThunderROARus, but so far, gets hung up on the car. Going over. Gets a lucky roll back onto all four BKTs. Colt Stevens able to keep this run going. Big leap just taps. Will bust on the way down as well and combos it right up with the van stack. What a move there, or a couple of moves, a set of moves there for Colt Stevens. Trying to get the popper up onto the front end, can't quite hold it. We still got 30 seconds left. This clock feels like it's in slow motion right now with this run. Going for a two-wheel move here. Sidewalls down the track, able to set it down nicely. And he's going to cross-thread the van stack. Standing it straight up and down on top. What a move, man. Colt Stevens is doing pretty good out here. He's having some decent moves. But I still don't know if this is a run that's going to be able to hold all night long. Look at the cross thread once again. Going to stuff it into... Gets a backflip off the side of the bus stack. And that is where he's going to end it. That's going to be an 8.5. So, yes, he does top the leaderboard. Does take the lead from Cameron Landry in Megabyte. But is that going to hold all night long? Trevor Goldberg in Max D going to do everything he can to steal that top spot from Colt Stevens. We'll see what happens here tonight. First show of the season for Trevor Goldberg. He was an insane freestyler last season. Look at the leap there, completely clearing from the van stack. That one bus in the double. Gonna cross it up over the pyramid, getting a little lopsided over it. He's running into some serious lag out here right now. I don't know if that's going to affect his freestyle run. We're going to have to watch and see. We got still just about 10 seconds on the clock to break the first 30 seconds. So score won't even be coming in yet if he runs into too big of problems. But he'll begin to score now. First 30 seconds are complete. He's going to combo up the double. Getting a nice, easy combo through there. Man, I really want to see this guy turn it up. Representing that Max D name, representing the 14-time world champion. You really got to go big. So far, not completely living up to that name yet. Not living up to the name that he even brought for himself last season. Going to stuff it right into those cars in the corner of the track. We'll see if he can turn it up now. A minute down. He is in the safe zone. You can get away with a lot more going down early than you can going down early in the first minute. So we'll see what happens here and if Trevor Goldberg can step it up a little bit and come for that racing title. Look at the leap there over the pyramid. Massive air from Trevor Goldberg. It's like you can hear me, man. 30 seconds just about on the clock. What's next? Gonna go for the double, clearing it. And the massive leap, getting into trouble with the van stack, but able to set it down. Keep it going. Keep this energy going, man. I like it. This is nice. Going right back for the double, but clears it. Almost a transfer. Goes a little too hard for a transfer, but hey, I'll take it. More air, the better, in my opinion. Oh, he's going to go for a cross thread here. A massive sky wheelie from Trevor Goldberg. I thought he was going to go for a backflip. I would have loved to see a Max D backflip, but it doesn't happen here tonight. He's going to cross thread. I think that does get into time. I believe so. They're still keeping it going. He hasn't put all fours on the ground yet, and there it is. Trevor Goldberg in Max D, closing out his run with an 8.25. So not enough to take the lead from Colt Stevens, but enough for second place. Where will that put him in the end of the night? I'm very, very curious. We'll find out soon. Tevin Maxwell in Team Meents. I said it last show, I'll say it again, no slouch when it comes to freestyle, going big over the backside of the racing lane, getting a lot of air under those BKTs to kick off the run, more so than I expected from that jump. And he's keeping things going, though. We'll see if he can fill these first 30 seconds. I believe he can by far, but we'll see what happens here tonight in St. Louis. Going to cross it up a little bit, landing right on those cars from the double. First 30 seconds just about complete. He's going to back it up, go right for the double with a nice leap. Again, just missing out on a transfer there. Look at that big sky wheelie. Kind of a tail whip, not quite, but over the pyramid, getting it done, man. We are getting close to the halfway point of this run, and we're already seeing Tevin Maxwell turn it up more than we've seen from any of these other drivers so far. Trevor Goldberg turned it up after the first minute. Tevin Maxwell, not so shy. First minute complete. We'll see what happens as we keep this run going. Over the van stack, nice and easy. Trying to get that slap moonwalk. Can't quite perfect it. Can't quite nail it yet. We'll see what happens here as he pops it up over the bus. Oh, he's in trouble here. Over. Nail it. Nail it. Oh, you're kidding me. Was so close to a save there. 36 seconds still on the clock. That is going to hurt big time when the score comes in. Yes, that is a 4.75 thanks to a very short clock here in St. Louis for Tevin Maxwell. That is very unfortunate. Not looking good for a spot back on the tryouts tour. George 20D10 and Chillin Villain coming out next. Again, I said it in racing. I said it last show. We'll say it again. Bringing back that World Finals 2 pit party scheme that he debuted for this Chillin Villain truck. 2 minutes on the clock, going for that red racing lane with a slap wheelie. Beautiful slap wheelie at that, dragging that tailgate, that wheelie bar all the way down the track. Over the pyramid with a kind of a cross thread. Keeping the run going. Comboing up the double with a little bit of trouble. That could have definitely got him in trouble there. Like I said last show, man, this truck is known for nosing over hard on some of these big launches that it takes. And that may not have been a big launch, but it nosed over pretty good there. If he would have clipped that chassis, that could have taken him out very easily, very early in the run. So you don't want to do that. You got to be careful going through a long low like that, man. He is going to go for a sidewall attempt here, though. Trying to walk it all the way down the track, and he does just that. Getting into the dumpsters, though. Got to set it down. Can't get too close to those. Can't hit those in any type of risky move. Something that can be perceived as out of control. They will shut you off, and you will be done, especially if your truck goes over. George getting it. Oh, no. Oh, man. George got on the brakes when that front tire tapped the bus, and that just kicked him over, and that gets him down below Tevin Maxwell and Team Meents. That's a straight up force. So both of those from the tryouts toward Team Meents and Chillin Villain not looking good here tonight, unless, I hope not, but unless people end up under them by the end of the night. Phil Torres in Sheriff. Nobody on this truck after a big rollover in the racing competition. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. You do not want to miss racing here from St. Louis. It was nuts, man. Keeping us going with a nice sky wheelie, walking it over the pyramid there. He's going to go right back for it. Another big sky wheelie for Sheriff. Phil Torres, first time behind the wheel here on RORSRPS. We'll see how he does for this season. This truck is very easy to get some good runs out of. At least that's how Preston Collins makes it look. The first 30 seconds are complete as we get another big sky wheelie from Phil Torres. We'll see how long he can keep it up as the score will be rolling in at the end of the run. Nice big leap there. Even getting into a little bit of trouble. Little ragged edge down the track. Able to keep it on all 4 BKT tires. Keep this run going. Going for the double. Going to tag the bus on the way down. But he's able to keep it in control, and that is the key. Just keep your truck in control, keep it on all 4s, and you will be good to go. But you need those wow moments too, man. You got to get that ragged edge, but just have control of that truck and be able to bring it back down when you need to. What is next for Phil Torres and Sheriff? He's going to cross it up into the double. Look at this. Nicely done. Truck handling anything he could throw at it. Big slap wheelie down the track. Just about 30 seconds left on the clock. Can he fill the clock in freestyle tonight? Nice slap wheelie down the track. Looks like he's going to go back for the double. Can he clear it this time? No, he's going to go long to low into it. Big sky wheelie once again. The Sheriff truck loving the sky wheelies and slap wheelies tonight. Beautiful combo over the van stack as well. 10 seconds left. Keep it going. Little cross thread. Is he going to fit anything in? No. That is going to be it. Phil Torres going over hard. That's going to be at 8.15, so ends up just below Max D. But a solid run nonetheless. Sheriff Phil Torres burning it down here tonight in St. Louis. Ends up in the upper ranks of the leaderboard, at least for now. We'll see if anybody can come out on top and beat any of these upper echelon scorers as the night continues. Pro Bowler 278 in Jailbird. 2 minutes on the clock, going for that blue racing lane, looking for a slap wheelie. Gets it done beautifully. Gets tripped up over the cars though. We'll see how if that energy continues throughout the run for Pro Bowler. 15 seconds into these first 30s, halfway through. Just keep it running in a nice clean pace for now. And then you can turn up the dial all you want. He's been here before. He was here all season in season 2, so he knows how to get through a freestyle run. 30 seconds down. Score will be coming in as he takes a ragged edge line through the double here. Nice cross thread, ends up right at the pyramid with a big sky wheelie for Jailbird. Wow. Last season, Pro Bowler was in the Predator truck. Had some problems with that thing, man. Was unable to really capitalize on the uniqueness of that truck. We'll see if Jailbird pays off for him. Jailbird, of course, a great truck from season 2. Was able to qualify as a main field competitor in the World Finals. Nice air over the van stack from Pro Bowler. We'll see if the new equipment can keep him in the field for a while. Get some points behind that Jailbird truck. Get into the World Finals once again. Interesting way to end off the donuts there. He's going right for the pyramid with a big leap. Nice air for Pro Bowler 278. Keep it running, man. 30 seconds left on the clock. Big leap, just tags the bus on the way down. Pops it up on the sidewalls and sets it down right in the corner of the track. 20 seconds left. Trying to get something unique, something interesting. He's going to go for a backflip, it looks like, with a bus, or into the bus. Perfect landing, and gets the moonwalk. The first one of those we've seen tonight as far as backflips are concerned. Clean. Able to knock it out of the park right before the clock hits 0, and that is going to close out the run with an 8.45. So again, not enough for the lead, but Pro Bowler goes down in second. Just after the clock hits 0. One last look at that Jailbird truck at 8.45. Second place, not bad for Pro Bowler in Jailbird. I believe that's one of his highest earning freestyles here on the channel as far as place. We'll see if that holds throughout the rest of the night. Noah Brady in No Problem. Again, switching over from that gunslinger name last season to No Problem here in season 3. This truck did great last show with Mike Vauders behind the wheel. We'll see how it does for Noah. Nice sky wheelie to get the run going. Tried to get a little bit of a slap wheelie, I could see, but was crooked. Was going right into that bus stack. You do not want to end up like George 20v10 in Chillin Villain. Over the van stack we go, and yep, gonna take it right into the double. Look at the combo, the wheelie combo here from Noah Brady. Oh. Nice save, able to set it down before the dumpsters. First 30 seconds are complete, so a score will be coming in. Now you got to turn up the dial if you want to top the leaderboard by the end of the night. Nice combo through the track. We've got to start thinking outside the box, man. Not just Noah. Everybody from this point forward. Noah's closing out the first half. Josh Tonkin is next. He has experience as a Tour champion. So do a lot of the drivers on this tour. So you really got to come hard when it comes to this freestyle performance. A minute down, we're halfway through the run. Turn up the dial now. Get those wow moments in. A little bit of a ragged edge hit there. Not so much of an effect on the truck, but I can see what he was going for. You know, half of the truck being on the ramp, the other half not. Big slap wheelie here. Look at this move from Noah Brady. Going over a big hit on the cab, but he landed on that car. So they may have considered that enough cushion to let him continue. 30 seconds left on the clock. What a move there. Look at this. Oh, look at that transfer from Noah Brady, putting that truck into a corner. So he's going to have to reverse a little bit, but what a couple of moves there from Noah Brady. I'd love to see him keep that energy throughout the rest of this run. Only 10 seconds left. You really got to go big to close it out. Nice solid transfer there, but I don't think he's going to do much within time to secure a top spot, a 7.8. Oh, look at this. Almost gets the forward momentum backflip there off of the side of the double. A 7.8 for Noah Brady. So, again, not enough for the lead, but a great score. Decent spot on the leaderboard. We'll see where he's at by the end of the night, man. Overall, we're talking overall. We're not talking season points as a whole. We're talking overall. And if you qualify for another show on the Tryouts Tour. If you're enjoying tonight's show, subscribe, man. We got new shows every Saturday. You do not want to miss it. RORSRPS 2025 trading cards coming soon to RORSRPS.com. ThunderROARus, again, still in the lead with that 8.5. Jailbird, 8.45. And Max D, Trevor Goldberg, 8.25. No problem. Sitting right in the middle of the pack pretty much with a 7.8. Not too bad, but we got a couple real low ones with Team Meents and Chillin Villain. Josh Tonkin, reigning world racing champion, biggest and baddest tour champion, one-time two-wheel skills champion. He's looking for a freestyle championship. We'll see if he can get it here tonight in St. Louis. Missed out on that racing win. Unfortunate way to come back directly after a racing championship and directly after a season where your racing skills were showcased so beautifully. We'll see what happens here tonight in the freestyle competition, though, because Josh Tonkin is no slouch when it comes to freestyle. He's a tour champion for a reason. Look at the leap there from Josh Tonkin to get the run started. Around to the van stack, going to take some more massive air, even bigger than the first hit we saw on the purple van. Josh Tonkin, you see it on the back of that truck. 2024 World Racing Champion. This truck can definitely be fast. You don't want to mess with him out on the track, whether it's Vegas or day-to-day, or weekend to weekend, I should say, in the regular season. But tonight, that luck just wasn't with him. He's not on his side. We got a long season ahead of us, though, and with a solid racing performance, I don't think he's going to be a points loser. But 30 seconds in-ish, we'll see if that stays true. Just about a minute in, I should say. And he's going to go for a slap wheelie right into the pyramid. Going to combo it up beautifully. That truck can handle a lot. Pretty much anything you could throw at it. And we'll see just what Josh throws at it here as he gets a big sky wheelie. Lands right on the pyramid. Some of these jumps can get you into some trouble, man. So you see these drivers taking it a little easier than maybe you want them to. But that pyramid is one of them, man. You can just stab that chassis right into the cars and it'll knock you backwards or all over. And while that can definitely lead to some cool moments, it'll most likely lead to a unfilled clock, and you really don't want to get there. Look at this little sidewall action almost into the dumpsters, but he sets it down as we are less than 30 seconds on the clock here in the freestyle run. Noses over hard. Look at the big slap wheelie from Josh Tonkin. About 5 seconds left. Can he turn it up anymore? Look at the massive air from Josh Tonkin as he's going to get a little bit of an awkward hit there on the landing. And yeah, that is going to do it. Josh Tonkin not getting the backflip in there. Interesting. He's going to do it now, but not in the time. That's going to be only a 7.7. So that is not going to take the lead from ThunderROARus. ThunderROARus might be our first tour champion, or excuse me, freestyle champion for this tour. as Josh Tonkin throws the truck down, and that is going to do it. All right. Well, we've got a little ways to go here for the second half of freestyle, but an interesting way to kick off the second half from Josh Tonkin. Getting through time, though. He filled the clock. Shane Lake in Gravedigger, the big dog, bringing out that red primer Gravedigger onto the track. We'll see what he can bring out here and if he can grab the first freestyle championship of the Golden Days Tour. Saying hello to all the fans, giving them one last look at that awesome floor body, man. I love this Red Classic thing. I wish they'd bring it out in real life more often, or for a show. Bring it for the World Finals or something, man. Massive leap there, completely clearing the double to get us started, and Shane Lake is all about it, man. Shane Lake is no slouch when it comes to either competition, racing or freestyle, and when it comes to freestyle, typically ends up on top. I'll tell you that much, man. He's no slouch, not afraid of any of these jumps, any kind of awkward hit out here on the track. Look at that. That's a set of cars, and he's getting sideways in the air, man. Big sky wheelie over the racing lane. Gets on one wheel. Nice save here. Still looking for it, but I'm going to say he got it because it's just Shane Lake, man. You can't expect any less from him. First 30 seconds are complete, too, so he will be getting a score as he long delows through the bus. What is next? With a minute left on the clock. Big air over that racing lane, man. These racing lanes just slightly adjusted, just taking some of that grade off of them, a lot steeper of an angle, but they kick you up into the air, man. I'll tell you that much. With a big slap wheelie all the way down the track here, or about halfway down the track. For Shane Lake, wants to set it down so he can go for a backflip. Of course, he's gonna set it down, going for it. That thing kicked him back far, and he gets the moonwalk. 40 seconds left. Keep it going. Burn it down. Another big sky wheelie from Shane Lake. You can tell these drivers are really trying to keep control of these trucks, trying their best to fill the clock, but it's not just about filling the clock. You need those wow moments if you want to take the lead from guys like ThunderROARus, Colt Stevens, who came out here and really threw caution to the wind in some aspects, and it worked out for him long enough to keep him on the leaderboard into the second half. Shane Lake, 10 seconds left on the clock. He's going to go for sidewall, kicks it over to the other side, gets the save, other side, back and forth and sets it down at 0. Shane Lake grabs the lead with an 8.75, and he's going to roll that thing over. Shane Lake in Gravedigger goes down with the freestyle lead. Can he hold on to it for just a little bit longer? That truck looks awesome. Medusa hitting the track next for her debut freestyle here on the Golden Days Tour. Again, I said it in racing, a throwback tour champion from season 1. And I'm not talking about a freestyle champion. I'm talking about she had a long-running rivalry with Zombie Barry Musauer all season long on the throwback tour. Medusa looking to keep that run going here tonight, starting off with a freestyle win. She wasn't able to get that racing win, but it is definitely possible here in freestyle. We're just about halfway through these first 30 seconds. Curious to see what Medusa is going to bring out here onto the track, especially this late in the competition. You really got to start going big if you're going to be topping people like Shane Lake in Gravedigger. Oh, gonna pop it up on the nose and walk it out. Look at this with the nose wheelie from Medusa. Nicely done, nice and controlled, almost to the edge of the track there. Keeping that angle going. She's gonna go right back over the pyramid. Pop it up on the rear end, one wheel for Medusa. Wow. Gonna go for the crosser, a little awkward hit there, almost gets stuck on the bus, but that's gonna get us through the first minute. We're halfway through this run. We got a great set of skills moves there. Now it's time to burn it down, throw caution to the wind, really let it all hang out. Maybe you can come out with a freestyle championship tonight. Spinning that truck around, she's gonna go for the pyramid. Nicely done, nice and easy. Gonna pop it up on the nose once again. Oh no, reverse. Yep. Not going to happen with 25 seconds still on the clock. That's only going to be a 5.5, unfortunately, and I'm sure that is a lot due to just not filling the clock, man. You got to fill the clock. It's a big key when it comes to the freestyle competition, so it takes a lot out when you don't. Giovana Hayes in Megalodon fire, hitting the track next. Someone who is definitely no slouch in the freestyle competition. Season 1, she did really well. When it comes to the World Finals, she did not. World Finals last season, she burned it down in the freestyle competition. Had the best freestyle run she had all season, I would say. And I don't remember every single one of them, but that just shows you right there. I remember her World Finals performance. Look at the big sky wheelie from Giovana Hayes to get the run going. What a combo to kick off the freestyle run here for Megalodon. And she's going to pop it up on the nose too, walking it back over the bus. Oh my goodness. Well, that's one way to kick off your run, man. I mean, the wow factor from the beginning. Announce your presence. That is a textbook example of what you should do in a freestyle run, especially when you're competing against high caliber drivers with some good scores up on the board. He's gonna combo it up here from Van Stack to the bus, gonna slap that body or slap those tires down on the ramp there. And another stoppy move here for Giovana Hayes. Perfect balance, man. I mean, it's one thing to be said for skills, popping it up on the nose, but coming with momentum from a couple of freestyle hits and letting it hang out with the balance. That's another thing, man. You got to give it up for that, but the stoppies are worn out now. We're a minute in. We've seen 3 pretty good skills performances from Giovana Hayes. Getting hyped up there. We'll see if she can burn it down without those and keep bringing the wow moments as well. 30 seconds left. Going for the slap wheelie. Trying to set it down. Clips the Van Stack. And that sets her up on the sidewalls. Other side and down. And that is going to do it. 17 seconds still on the clock for Giovana Hayes. 6.1. So not a terrible score, but again, that short clock takes a lot out of her potential earnings for a run like that. Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. One freestyle performance last year in season 2. Gonna kick us off with a big sky wheelie over the blue racing lane. He had a good performance going in the World Finals as well. He just went down early. And unfortunately, that took a lot out of his score, but he's here this season because he was a last chance qualifier champion. So he grabbed that final main field spot. Nice air over the racing lane. I know what this El Toro Loco truck can do, man. I got a lot of faith in it, but we got to see him prove it himself on the track, on record. Ooh, look at that. Nicely done. Stopping it on one wheel on top of the buses. Nicely done. Little cross thread here over the Van Stack as well. Just over a minute on the clock for Armando Castro. I was saying, I know what this El Toro Loco truck can do. I got a lot of faith in Armando this season, but he still needs to prove it himself. It's not just believing. You got to prove it. Beautifully done. Trying to keep that stoppie going. Couldn't quite hold it, but I see where his head's at, man. And here's another skills move attempt from Armando. Getting it on the sidewalls all the way down the track to the out of bounds line, but keeping it within bounds. Keeping this run going. Nice combo there. Or not combo. Clips the Van Stack. Oh, going over. Oh my goodness. With an insane save. What was that? I don't even know what to call that, man. I was going to say a barrel roll, but then it turned into something else entirely. Something insane. I don't know if this run has enough to back up that move to get the top spot, but I definitely think upper echelon with that one. 5 seconds left, and he's going to throw in a backflip. Nails it just as the clock hits 0, and that is going to do it. What are we looking at for Armando Castro? A 9.2. Armando Castro takes the freestyle lead here in St. Louis, and he's gonna, oh my goodness, a big hit, another failed forward momentum. I don't know if that was intentionally a forward momentum, but nonetheless, it's a failed forward momentum backflip, and smacks the roof hard and goes over. One last look at that El Toro Loco truck, your new freestyle leader here in St. Louis. Can Armando Castro hold it against the likes of Dawson Ryz in Shake Me? A body debut for this Shake Me truck. This thing looks awesome, and maybe I'm a little biased because this is my personal paint. I did this, but it looks great. Very retro themed, retro designed, and he's gonna kick us off with a stoppie, a little popper up onto the nose, and a reverse bicycle. Look at that. Somehow gets it up on the rear end as well. Nicely done from Dawson Ryz in Shake Me. Pops it up on the nose a little bit once again, clipping that van ramp on the way down. But sets it down, keeps this run going. A little slap wheelie right into the racing lane, completely stuffs those front two tires. Gotta be careful there. If that was a werewolf truck, this run would have been done. Luckily, we got mainly V4s here on the Golden Days Tour tonight. We'll see what happens throughout the rest of this run. We're past those first 30 seconds, so a score will be coming in. Look at the big sky wheelie over the pyramid for Dawson Ryz. He's gonna combo up. Ooh. And he's gonna stand it up on the car as well. Almost goes over backwards, but throws it in reverse at the perfect time. Another reverse save off the sidewalls for Dawson Ryz. Look at the big sky wheelie in the cross thread onto the bus stack, man. This is quite the run. This is a lot more wow factor than we've seen from a lot of drivers. I don't know if it's going to top Armando yet, but so far, man, it is just big move after big move. So I can only imagine what's to come through these final 30 seconds for Dawson Ryz. One time. Oh, save it. Nail it. Yep. Oh my goodness. What was that, man? 2 runs in a row with some insane moves that I don't even know what to tell you. But back to back. That's all I can say, man. Back to back. These drivers are throwing it down. Not even a backflip in this run. Dawson Ryz gonna fill the clock with some insane moves. And that's gonna be a 9.25 by 0.05. Dawson fills, oh, no way. And he's gonna he's gonna roll the truck over too. But he manages to get a successful backflip, technically. I'm gonna call it successful. There's a look at that body as he steals the freestyle lead. Only a couple trucks left. Avenger, one of them, Devin Barber, in this brand new Avenger truck, making his Golden Days debut. Avenger has been here 3 seasons in a row. One of those seasons, a tour champion on the Custom Chaos Tour, both of those seasons. World Freestyle Champion, he wants to make it 3. He needs to see the World Finals to do it. We'll see how he does here on the track. 2 minutes on the clock. Big sky wheelie, similar to what we're seeing from a lot of these drivers. Team Scream going for the pyramid and the sky wheelie to get us started here. At least the new gen of the CRCs. Beautiful save, nicely done, keeping it in control for Devin Barber. Big leap over the racing lane as well. Ooh. I was gonna say, is he gonna get a little stoppy combo, but no, truck settles itself down. That's gonna get us past these first 30 seconds. Can Devin fill the clock tonight, and can he lock down a freestyle win? He's gonna have to go big to knock out Dawson and Armando. Going for the slap wheelie. Dragging that wheelie bar. He's gonna carry it right into the racing lane, and look at the control to keep it up on the front too. Beautifully done. A minute left on the clock. Keep that energy. Keep that energy, Devin. Sliding that truck around, looking for the double. Gonna launch it, just tag the bus on the way down. That's a tricky one, man. Sometimes it's easy to clear it, sometimes it's not. Devin Barber not clearing it that time. I know he's gonna clear it this time, that's for sure. Or not. Gonna stuff it. Ooh. Settles it down. Touches the dumpster, I believe. But I mean, they got it settled. They're letting him continue. Less than 20 seconds on the clock now. Nice cross thread into a slap wheelie. I don't think this is going to take the lead, but he's in good standing to fill the clock right now. He might be able to get a solid score. Oh! Tosses it with too much speed and kicks the truck over onto the roof. 2 seconds left, though. Most of the clock filled. That's going to be at 8.47. So not enough for the lead. Solid, though. Pretty good run from Devin Barber. Alfredo Moya in Dragon closing out our night. Our season points leader right now. He's going to get us started with something we haven't seen. He's going to chuck it into some donuts to get the run started. This is our racing champion tonight, guys. He already has one championship. A double down would be nice, but he's fine going home with just a racing championship. Alfredo Moya, I'm very excited to see what you're going to bring out to the track tonight. Essentially getting us started with a sky wheelie there. Little cross thread over the van stack as well with some nice air, going right back to back with the other racing lane. First 30 seconds are complete, so a score will be coming in for this Dragon freestyle run. Interesting move there. With a little slap wheelie on the end of it, too. Yep, getting it settled down right before the dumpsters. Gonna take on the double. The solid transfer does clip the bus on the way down, but I mean, essentially rides down that back face all the way to the ground. A minute down, a minute left to go. Time to turn it up, Alfredo. Comboing up the double. Solid landing there as well. Able to keep it down on all fours, something a couple people kind of struggled with tonight. Less than 45 seconds to go. Alfredo's gonna toss it up onto the sidewalls, able to bring it back around. 30 seconds left, turn it up. Nice save, keeping that truck from going over. Real ragged edge across that racing lane as well. Over the van stack we go with a slap wheelie on the end of it. Oh, going over. Gets a save, brings it back down onto all four BKTs. And it looks like, yep, he's going to be going for a backflip here to close out the run. Nails it. Perfect landing. And that is going to do it. It's going to be a 9.225. So, I mean, second place? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. But second place it is. He got it. 9.225. But that means your freestyle champion is Dawson Ryz in Shake Me here tonight in St. Louis. Let's get a look at our scores. Our little four stack. Dawson in the lead, 9.25. Alfredo, 9.225. Armando with 9.2. And Shane Lake with that 8.75. Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus with 8.5. Avenger, 8.47. Jailbird, 8.45. And Max D with 8.25. Then, of course, we got Sheriff, 8.15, no problem. 7.8, Son of a Digger with 7.7, and Megabyte with 7.25. And then our final four here, Megalodon 6.1, Madusa 5.5, Team Meents 4.75, and Chillin Villain a 4. Those bottom two definitely not returning thanks to those freestyle performances. So they got to be requested back. You want to see them again, request them. Also, these points that are coming up are adjusted for overall, not for season points total. So it is going to look a little confusing, but bear with me. We're just trying to keep it less confusing for signups. So these top 8 will know for sure who transfers over. Dragon will be going back to the tryouts tour. Shake Me right there with 28. Avenger with 22. El Toro Loco also with 22. Gravedigger 16. ThunderROARus 13. Jailbird will be coming back, and Max D closes out the top 8 for this show. Son of a Digger, 9. Sheriff will not be returning unless requested. No problem. Will not be returning unless requested. Medusa with 7. Megabyte. You need to request him back. Megalodon with 6. Team Meents and Chillin Villain. They can return if you request them. So be active in the comments, guys. Requests with more likes will take priority over others. Be sure to be active, not only with me, not only with the comment section, but with your fellow RORSRPS fans. Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe if you enjoyed. We got new shows every Saturday. Also, stay tuned on RORSRPS.com. Trading cards will come very, very soon. And any truck featured on this channel will be getting a trading card over there. There will be randomized packs of 7. So don't miss out on those. Pack of 7 for $10. Dubby. Clean jitterless energy, get 10% off using code RORSRPS. This channel is fueled by Dubby Energy. I would not be doing this consistently without Dubby Energy. They do a lot of this for me, to be honest with you, as far as energy goes. Flavor of the day, mystery flavor. Get that? That is very limited. They are almost out and they will not be making more. If you want to try it and get your guess in at what it is, be sure to check them out. Code RORSRPS for 10% off your purchase at dubby.gg. I will see you guys back next weekend on the Tryouts Tour.